Welcome, you guys. Welcome back to this week's Pick a Pile reading. We're facing the camera a different way this week, just to see if you can see better, if it flows better here. But this is pile number 1. This is pile number 2. Think about your question, about what you want your guides to answer, what insight you're looking for. And what I do is close my eyes, set the intention, open them, pick the pile where my eyes first gravitate to. Okay, but you can do that however way you want. You can even pick both piles and just take what resonates from each pile. Okay, so this is pile number 1, pile number 2. Now let's get started. All right, pile number 2. Let's see, what do we have here? Ooh, portal keeper. Okay, so big high dimensional energy here. You guys may relate to cats, or may have cats. Cats may communicate intuitively to you, but more so than anything, I feel like, you know, we see cats even way back in the Egyptian times, right? The feline. And when I think of lions and tigers, I think of a strong feminine presence, right? So you, my group number 1, are very much connected to your divine feminine energy. This almost looks like an infinity sign here. There may have been stuff coming up for you recently regarding Egyptian timelines that you need to release. You can clear and transmute this in the violet flame. But for the most part, I feel like this is about entering a new cycle. It's a number 50 card. Feels like a paradigm shift, new energy, things shifting, maybe uncomfortably at first with the 5. But ultimately meant for your highest and greatest good. Yeah, and it will be freeing you, my group number 1, from things that are no longer serving you. So you're walking through this portal door, and there's others coming with you because you're the portal keeper. So you may be my light workers in this pile. And there's this sense of freedom from the past life karma, past stories. Yes, and this spiritual insight. For some reason, I just thought of the third eye chakra, right? There's this sense that Spirit is telling you you are being freed. Actually, I'm guided to go this way. You're being freed from the past, okay? Past timelines, past karma. And you're being assured that your spiritual insight is leading you towards where you're meant to go. Like you're on the right path, right? There's also this sense of transmutation. So you are transmuting lower dimensional energies, and this is what's freeing you. You may be seeing them come up in like the energy of the last 2 days. I've definitely been, whenever something big is about to happen, right before we step into big portal energy, whether that's personal to you or collective, there's always kind of like this uproar of negative energy or like resistance. It comes up for purging, for clearing, etc., right? So I feel like for some of you, you may have been seeing this come up the last few days, maybe the last few weeks, maybe during these eclipse season. And Spirit is saying you're in the process of transmutation. You can call on Archangel Zachiel for that, or Saint Germain. You can use the violet flame. You can use the Merkaba body. But there's definitely layers to what you're freeing yourself up here, right? In order to walk through this portal and for you to be this portal keeper, right? Ooh, and for some of you, this is mommy issues. So you've been getting, maybe what's been coming up for you is related, like I said in the beginning, to the feminine energy in your life, a grandmother, an aunt, a sister, a mom, right? A lot of us, I believe it was, I think in a psychology class that I learned that the majority of our issues or inner child issues come from our relationships with our mom. Okay, but you are being assured here that you are letting that go and that you are expanding, okay? You are transmuting these mommy issues, right? Then for the tarot, we have the Empress and the Lovers. Wow, more motherly, divine, feminine energy here. So for some of you, this is about a relationship. And, you know, the giraffe spirit is here to say, see the bigger picture. There's perhaps there was a release of this relationship or a cycle of transmutation, which usually involves some kind of, you know, separation. And I feel like Spirit is saying you are freeing yourself in this connection from past cycles. And it feels like it's the feminine energy that's leading the way, or you're doing it through your feminine energy, which of course that makes sense with the transmutation card, right? there is this sense of making a decision, that you had to make a decision for the higher good. Even if at the moment it triggered some mommy issues, it triggered some abandonment issues. But ultimately, I feel like the feminine did the right thing here in choosing herself and choosing her healing, in allowing the old cycle to end. Look at Cupid there. And again, this for me does indicate a new cycle in this connection, where you have released and freed yourself from these mommy issues, and the assurance that, you know, there's a bigger picture energy involved, you know, a greater purpose to this energy. 9 + 2 is also 11. Can also indicate divine counterparts here. But again, look at her looking over, right? I feel like there is some worry for the feminine energy here that this will come back around. But again, that's why this assurance card came out with the transmute card. There is this sense that it will. Okay, and I'm going to pull just, look on the bottom of the deck, we have the be patient card here. I'm going to pull just one more here. One more card here for this pile 1, Spirit. What else do you want to tell them? Oh, wow. So talk more 1 week. So for some of you, in a week or in the next week, you will be getting communication here, perhaps from a lover, perhaps from soul family, someone that there was these mommy issues came up. There was a sense of needing to transmute something in the energy. Okay, I feel like the moon also plays a big role in how you guys communicate and when the decisions were made and why. But ultimately, I feel like Spirit is saying if you haven't been talking as much, or whatever cycle you've been in previously, it's only temporary here, okay? There's more involved, more that meets the eye, okay? Let me see what else. Anything else for pile number 1, Spirit? Anything else for pile number 1? Our portal keepers, our lovers, our divine feminines. Our light workers seeing the bigger picture. It says energies aren't aligned just yet. Divine timing, alchemy, free will. So there is this sense of divine timing being at play. If energies weren't aligned, like I said, it had to do with the mommy issues there. Anything else, Spirit, before we log out here? Yeah, wisdom. Ultimately, though, this is for your growth, your ascension. The owl totem here. This is your spiritual journey. You're learning through it. You're going to be able to teach, because I'm getting that light worker energy here. And there is this sense of rebirth, death and rebirth, mystic transformation, burning the old, rising from the ashes in this situation. All right, you guys, I hope that pile number 1 resonated with you and that it brought you the insight that you were looking for. I will be moving on to group number 2. All right. So group number 2, what do we have? Ooh, water, overflow. Love that. So lots of abundant energy. You may be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Number 12 card feels very divine. There's a lot of divine energy coming through for you. You're very connected. I'm also getting Kali vibes here. So you may be facing your fear, facing your emotions in this time. But there's this sense of the overflow, of having more than enough. Ooh, mystery and stuck. Although you may not be seeing that. Because even though this is the major energy, what you might be experiencing in the 3D group number 2 is some stuckness, some not knowing, some feeling unsure in the unknown, kind of void energy, right? And we have the white raven spirit, number 6 card. So this is about unconditional love, about connecting to spirit, that overflow of energy. I think that whatever's keeping you stuck is probably related to, you need some grounding, or you not being grounded enough. Sitting by water can also be helpful. And it says trust in the magic. So it's like, even if group number 2, you don't see things moving, it feels like things are stuck just because you don't know what's next. That's actually not the case. There's a lot of flow energy, a lot of water, a lot of emotion here. Yeah, sometimes that's what keeps you stuck, but you really don't need to know everything, okay? And Spirit really wants you to trust in the magic. And then we have, okay, so the 2 of Cups and the 8 of Wands. And you know what's funny is that I was definitely getting from this energy, like the Ace of Cups. So for some of you, this is about a relationship, something that feels stuck, where there's a lot of love, where there was once an overflow of love. Perhaps it feels stuck and stagnant now. You're not really sure how it's going to progress forward. I just saw 10:10 on the clock there. And what Spirit is saying is that really nothing is stuck at all. There's still very much mutual love here. And I love this Two of Cups. There's still mutual love here, even if, you know, you don't feel like you're on the same page, because you see how the cups are at different angles. I'm sorry, different places. And, you know, you may have to clear your third eye chakra. It does feel like there's a little bit of a block there, but with the Eight of Wands and the stuck energy, this is perfect. It's things are moving and you don't see it, and they're moving within your partnerships, your relationships, your businesses. And Spirit, again, is really asking you to trust this way. Trust in the magic, in the mystery of this journey. You're not always meant to know what's next, and before you know it, you'll be in this flow energy and you'll forget that you ever felt like this. And actually what I'm getting is you guys are learning what the void is. The void is that place of stillness, that place that only calls you to be present. Sometimes it feels dark, sometimes it's very hermit energy. It could feel stuck, but Spirit is saying, you know, trust in the magic. This is about to take off with like the bird there, right? So you've got past life karma here from my personal channel deck. 707 may be a number you've been seeing. This is all about cycles. Yes, like I said, that void energy is the energy that we feel right before a manifestation, right before the overflow. You know, think about how you're feeling. Exactly. Deep emotions with group number 2. It says we've done this before. Past life karma, more than meets the eye. So again, that mystery, that stuckness, Spirit is saying trust in the magic. There's something that needed to shift here, and it has to do with past life karma. Again, this could be regarding connection, regarding a work endeavor. It could be really regarded to anything cyclical in your life, anything that you want to bring forth, anything that you're asking to be in the flow with, to be in alignment with. And you've got on the same page. Wow. So what's funny is that I feel like you are moving through this past life karma. It's kind of washing through. Let it wash through instead of trying to avoid it or ignoring it. Just feel it. Just go with it. Just surrender it to the divine, because I do feel like in the future, or soon enough, when you trust in the magic and have faith, you are going to be on the same page with your manifestation, with this relationship, with this work situation. Okay. Let's see if we get anything else here for my group number 2. Whoa. Yeah, passion and purpose. Wow. So for a lot of you, this is about passion and purpose. Maybe you've been feeling stuck. Maybe there's like a little mystery. You're not sure what your purpose is or how to manifest your passions. And Spirit is saying you just got to stay in the flow. You just got to stay present here. You got to trust in the magic. You got to have the intention of seeking the things that bring you passion and bring you inspiration, and going towards those things and trusting in the magic, right? And loving yourself and trusting your process, right? There's a big shift here when it comes to purpose, but there's a certain level of mystery to it as well. So you just got to go with it. What's keeping you stuck is not going towards your passions. Wow. So 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, you may be seeing this shift. You may be coming out of what feels like stuck energy, the void energy for you. Again, set the intention of doing that. Set the intention of moving towards your passion, of clearing past life karma. Anything else here, Spirit, for group number 2 before I close out? Ooh, you have a Spirit baby girl here. I want to be born. I am possible. I am here. I love you. So for some of you, maybe this has to do with being a parent. And maybe that's been feeling stuck. You're not really sure if that's going to happen for you. And Spirit is saying, yes, the overflow is here. You have divine guidance. You're just working through karma. Set the intention that this is truly what you want, so that you can bring in the right partnerships and energy to bring that Spirit baby girl into being. Ooh, and the bubble. I love this. So for some of you, you will have a moment with a loved one soon. You know, your DM is telling the DF, let me lead, root chakra and balance of, you know, DM energy. Again, it's that void energy. You don't have to control everything. Okay. You are being prepared through soul work. You are aligning through soul work. Okay. There are the trials and tribulations are preparing you, okay? And there is more study involved, but let the masculine lead here. I do feel like there will be a time in the near future where you're able to connect to each other, where you and them are one, where you get to cut off the world, where there's intimacy and energetic protection. It also reminds me that everything is 5D as well. Sending you love.